Hi there. It blinks with me. Oh my gosh, the eyes even try to track with me. This is bizarre. Okay, it just shows you the extent that I will go to not to be just another talking head. So I have a journal for you from March 5th, 2010. This is the first of 7 on that day, written at 7:52 in the morning, and the Mayan energy was 9 Flint. If you ever want to look up those Mayan energies, I recommend Mayan Magics, Magix.com. Okay, are you enlightened? It is surely interesting the way everyone who is supposedly enlightened or awake is out there, writing their books, giving seminars, saying this is the way, no, that is the way, no, I have the truth, listen to me. Yes, very interesting. One of the most intriguing things, of course, is how they don't all agree. That tells us something right off. Truth, real truth, is one. It may have many facets, but the underlying reality or being of it is just one. So, the first message then is let us be alert. Someone is lying or doesn't have the whole truth. Yeah, not lying exactly. One can tell a falsehood without truly lying. One believes it herself so deeply and thus feels that she is passing on the highest truth. This is not to lie. It is merely to do one's best. We are all doing that, really, aren't we? Aren't you doing your best? I know I am. And don't fall for any internal aspect you may have picked up along the way that wants to apply the lash to you, to tell you you're no good. You can't do it. You aren't working hard enough, maybe, trying hard enough. All that is pure BS, so please don't buy it. You're just fine the way you are. Did you know that? How does it feel to try that on? To see about maybe accepting that? Our whole society and culture, our educational system too, have fed us so much BS and laid it on so deeply that it makes it darn challenging at first to see the way through it. We just don't want to believe, to accept that so much of all we've been taught and have come to believe is pure BS and just about as worthless. Oh, one can use manure to fertilize plants, and then it's a good thing, right? Well, likewise, we can use this bullshit we're surrounded with in pretty much the same way. It really can help us grow, but not until we realize that we're the thing. We're it. We can't go depending on what society or anyone else says anymore. Even me. We're it. Awakening is an individual thing. No one can do that for us. No one can help us very much either. When we think we've been helped, let's acknowledge that that's divinity, that source reaching through to us. We are divinity too. Did you know that? Do you acknowledge that? Part of the biggest lies, the real lies we've been fed, is that we are this little itty-bitty biological blob of nothing, this accident of the universe, who came up from the apes even. People really believe that crap, and it takes them on a path diametrically opposed to truth. Now, how can we extricate ourselves from this mess if we're not following the truth? Yet, when we determine in our heart of hearts to set out on the path of truth, to give our all to the pursuit, what happens? We hear all this cacophony of voices, each telling us that they are the purveyor of the real truth, that they have what we need to ascend up out of the morass. Yeah, right. And I'm Santa Claus. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there are some beautiful teachings out there. We all wind up following one or more of them somewhere along the road, and that's fine. That's where we were then, maybe where we are now, and that's great. Most teachings have some percentage of real truth hidden in the midst of them. That's what draws us in. Our souls resonate to the truth. Here's the deal I'm finding. No one, no, not one of them, has the whole truth. Yeah, that means me too. I freely admit I'm no guru. There is not one person, not one being we can go and sit at the feet of in perfect trust that here, right here, is truth. This message from this being I can accept completely. No, we can't do that. That person does not exist. I think the divine has a sense of humor there. Maybe divinity designed it that way. I don't know. Maybe once we get all our supposedly junk DNA back together, we'll simply know these things. Heck, maybe know all things. I've got a sneaking suspicion that's the case, but I don't know. Don't rely on me. The way I see it at this point is that we are all meant to realize at some point and see what it means and see that it is pointing us back inside, back into ourself, into our center. We aren't supposed to be relying on anyone or anything that is out there, that is outside of the sacred center. We're supposed to realize that the truth and the way to truth lies within. That's what I see anyway. How about you?